Page 100 and 101. The kitchen sink. The first page of it on 100 is the melody, and the second page is the backup. In the duet section, you'll be doing melody, backup, back to the melody. For today, on this talk-through, we'll just play through everything once, that is the A part once, the B part once, then on the backup, the A part once, and the B part once. And because this is a talk-through, there will be a lot of starting and stopping when I come to the difficult sections. So bear with me. And here we go on the count of 4. Get your pinky and middle finger into place. At least that's the way I play the 7 and 5. I guess because it's helpful to get me to the next situation or back from a previous situation. Alrighty. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, here comes trouble. This is one note before measure 10. I just completed measure 9. At the last note of measure 9, you have to bar the 10th fret with your index finger. Eventually, you'll be adding your pinky at the 12th fret within the bar. 12th fret of the first string, that is. This is a form of a D minor chord. You might ask, why is that a D minor? That 10, 10, 12. Well, let's do some figuring just to prove it's a D minor. Do you recall your A minor bar at the 5th fret with the pinky at the 7th fret? So that is a minor chord shape, the bar with the pinky 2 frets higher at the first string. So let's move that A minor chromatically until we arrive at the letter D. So here's A minor, move it up 1 fret, A sharp minor, move it up to frets 7 and 9, B minor, we've used that one previously, and move it up another fret, you get C minor, because there's nothing between B and C, move it up another fret, you get C sharp minor, and then finally, at the final fret we need, 10 and 12, we get D, the letter after C sharp. C sharp D. So it is indeed a D minor chord. All right, starting at measure 9. Now you know the setup. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Pinky. Index finger shifts to the 2nd string 6th fret. Pinky gets added in measure 11 at 1st string 8th fret. The 6th fret should still be down on the 2nd string. Add your middle finger on the 3rd string 7th fret. At that point, you've formed a B flat chord with an F shape. I won't get into that whole chromatic check out why that's a B flat chord, but you can do the math yourself if you disagree with me. Okay, so now we'll take it back at measure 9 again and see if we can get through this whole line without any more problems. 1 and 2 measure 9 and 4 and bar, open, up a fret, bar third, and that would take you back to the repeat of letter A. Moving on to letter B. Ring finger at first string 7th and middle finger at second string 6th, and you hold those down for a while. Measure 17. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and open, forming an F chord, bar, pinky, index, mid pink right there at the end of the line. Okay, let's play those 4 measures again. I won't say anything, but carefully follow your fretting hand fingerings. Measure 17 again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and now we take that fingering we're on at the end of this line, and in measure 21 just shift those fingers up 2 frets, and you get 9 and 10 on third and first strings, still with pinky and middle finger. Now your ring finger stretches over to the second string 10th fret, stays there, shift a little bit, here's another bar 10, add pinky, lift pinky, still bar 10, now on measure 24 that we just finished, notice ring finger played that high first string 14th fret, middle at second string 13th fret. The 5th string is our transitional pitch to get us back to 2 and 1, but I kept the same fingering as way up the neck and just slid it down to 2 and 1. So ring, mid, ring, mid. It's an unconventional way to play that regular C chord, but it works here. So let me back up again to measure 21. Once again, watch those fretting hand fingerings. Here we go for measure 21 again. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and Right here, those 4 notes I just played are an A minor shape D minor chord, which is at 6th and 7th frets. We've used it before. I didn't really point it out that that's what it is, but if you follow the fretting and fingerings, it goes to logically say that's an A minor shape up at frets 6 and 7. Okay, I'm going to back up to 25 now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and quick bar, shift, lift the chord, pinky comes over to 3rd string, and then 6 and 7. Now shift back to 2nd string 5, 3rd string 4, index plays 1st string 4, shift up 10 and 9, shift back, shift up again, thumb comes over, add pinky, then you're back at B. So now the last line. Well, actually, let me go at measure 28, one measure before the last line, where things start to happen rapidly and scarily. All right, measure 28. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and pinky 3rd string, open, middle finger 2nd string 6, ring at 1st string 7. On the next line, open 5th string, and then middle finger 2nd string 5th fret, index at 3rd string 4th fret, move that index to 1st string 4th, middle finger again at 2nd string 5, same finger combination, index middle, or should I say middle index, 10 and 9, still middle index shifted back, middle index shifted back up. Here's where your 5th string gets fretted quite a bit. Pinky, now that last measure on page 100, the first time through letter B, you play right through it to get back to the repeat of letter B. The second time that you play through letter B, you're going to stop at the fine, the fermata marking above the A minor. It just gives you time to prepare for playing backup. And at the end of the song, you will again stop at the fine for the final note. Okay, I'm going to play from 29 and then start into the backup. So that means I will be stopping at the fine. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 29. And rest. right there, that is again, a type of D minor chord with the A minor shape. So at measure 41, we started with a standard form D minor. Boy, a lot of buzzing here. Maybe I got to get my banjo fixed. Measure 41 again. A regular D minor. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now you lift off. Get a few single notes. Here's where you go up to the A minor shape at 6th and 7th frets, plucking 3rd and 1st, picking 2nd string, plucking 3rd and 1st. Now you pretty much stay in position. Keep your middle finger where it is. Add your pinky to get that 7 and 8. Now bar with your index finger over at 3rd fret. Pinky grabs 3rd string, 5th fret. And then back to that bar of 3rd fret. Then you're shifting up 2 frets to 5th fret. A hammer on while still holding down the bar on 3rd string. Still holding down the bar, add your pinky on 7th fret of the 1st string. Now a slight shift to get you to frets 6 and 8. You're no longer barring. But then you do bar again back at 3rd fret. Shift that bar. So that's all done over a standard 3-note C chord, those last 2 notes. One being a double note at the end. There are a lot of these double notes, as you can see, but if you've played previous tunes, hopefully you can start seeing these patterns of double notes that go with certain chord positions. Having said that, I will play from the beginning of the backup at letter A, measure 33, just once through, and then I'll move right on to letter B. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. B part. Bar. So right there, that's a D shape at frets, I should say 5, 6, 7, but it goes in the order of 7, 6, 5. So it is a type of F chord with a D shape at frets 5, 6, and 7. Then it's going to go to that D minor from the A minor shape at 6th and 7th frets. The first note you pick is at 7th fret. Then the lower D minor chord with a few single notes at the end of the line. Then we have an E minor bit on measure 61. Now I'll go back, I'll play B a little more up tempo, and I won't say anything. Just follow with your eye or try to play along. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. That took me back to the first measure of the melody, just to get you used to getting back. So on the next track, we'll have the full playthrough with repeats.